What's up, guys? My name is Matthew, and today we're going to be talking about the time that we rode around on our motorcycles on an abandoned highway. Now, I don't recommend that you go on abandoned highways. Highway Patrol usually isn't very happy with it, and yeah. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get into the story. It started out just as a normal day. We had plans to go riding. Me and a couple of friends, will refer to one of them, who is kind of an important part to the story, Busa Boy, because he rode a Hayabusa and still does, and another one as I don't know, Daryl. Anyways, so we go down there. It was Busa Boy, Daryl, me, and then two other of my friends. While we're down there, we're just messing around on the highway, doing normal biker stuff whenever there's literally no cars around, literally no way for cars to get around. Like, legit, you have to go down this, like, really steep gravel path in order to get down there. And it's a pain in the ass because the Grom just slips around all the damn time. Because I only have track tires. I don't even think I have track tires. I think I have street tires. I'm not even too sure. I don't know too much about bikes. Anyways, so we're going down that. We get down there, and immediately it's like, alright, let's fuck around. Let's do wheelies, let's speed, race the Hayabusa and the FZ8, which are Busa Boy and Daryl's bikes. And they're racing and everything. It's fun. I get some cool shots of them blowing past me. And one of my other friends, we'll call him Pickle Rick, because why not? So Pickle Rick gets on the Busa and decides, I'm just going to plow through here real quick, and just goes all the way down the highway, the abandoned highway that is, and causes just the loudest noise. And the reason it was absolutely just terrifyingly loud was because the Busa was straight piped. And yeah. That wasn't a, pleasant sound, but what are you going to do? It's a straight pipe Busa, and everybody loves a straight pipe Busa. So he gets back, and we see this car pull down through the gravel hill, which is surprising. I didn't know any car could get up there. He pulls up, and as he's pulling up to us, which is, it takes a minute to get all the way down that, because we were at one end, which is the complete opposite end of the entrance to it. I'm on my Grom, and I see it, and I'm like, oh shit, alright, I gotta go tell him that there's a cop, because it looked like a patrol car. So I'm going down, and I'm honking my horn at them, and it's not a very loud horn. I don't even think they could hear it, what I thought was a patrol car. And I was tapping the top of my head just to say, hey, there's a cop over there. And they're looking, and me and Pickle Rick are terrified because we don't have our licenses. This is whenever I was riding around without my license. And we were just so scared because we thought that we'd get busted. But lo and behold, I get up to them and I take off my helmet, take out my keys, and just act normal. This car pulls up. It ain't no patrol car. It's apparently someone who knows us, or either doesn't know us. I don't know. I didn't know them, but it seemed like they might know my other friends. But they pulled up. They were vaping and everything inside the car. They go, what are you guys up to? Like, not much, just riding around. We straight up thought that you guys were like cops or something. And they started dying laughing because of it. And then, we chatted for a little bit, and then they ended up taking off. A little bit later, Pickle Rick decides, you know what, I'm going to blow through this place again on the Busa, and still just the loudest noise ever. He comes back, and Busa Boy decides that he needs to go ahead and head out because he had a meeting to go to or something. I don't know if it was for work or what, but he had to go. So as he's leaving, we see another car pull up. We're like, oh, did they come back? Wait a minute. And then we look a little bit harder, and then we squint and see Highway Patrol. We're like, fuck, alright, this is actually happening. So my heart is racing. I still don't have a license. I didn't gain it in the 5 minutes that was, in between each car coming through. So Highway Patrol skirts down, sees that his loud-ass Busa, and thinks, alright, this is the guy who's been ripping through. Says, you're gonna have to turn around and go back over to your friends. I'll meet you over there. So, Busa Boy decides, alright, gonna listen to him, heads back over. Patrol car pulls up, goes, what you guys doing out here? As he's getting out of his car. I'm just thinking to my head, we're gonna get busted. Busa Boy says, oh, nothing, just riding around. He goes, I heard, sounds like you guys were speeding. What you guys doing back here? Busa Boy says, oh, we're not doing too much. We're just playing around out here. Figure we might as well be on a abandoned highway instead of actually on the highway so we don't, mess around with anyone. Have our fun out here. He goes, alright, that makes sense. Well, good thing you guys aren't doing it on the actual road. And that there surprised me. I'm surprised he's like, well, you're trespassing or all that. He didn't say any of that, and I'm happy about that. Asks Busa Boy, do you have your endorsement? Busa Boy goes, yeah. He goes, alright, I also need your license and insurance and all that. We're thinking, oh, he's gonna get a ticket or something. So he checks it all out. He says, I see you probably came out here because you got a ticket last week. And I looked at Busa Boy like, really? You know what? That isn't even hard to believe. So carry on. he says, all y'all have your endorsements? And I'm just like frozen in shock for that like half a second. And then out of nowhere, Daryl is just like, yeah, man, we got him. Cop's like, all right, cool. And then we just have a 5-minute conversation with this dude about bikes. And apparently this cop, right, decides, let's point at this kid right here on the yellow Honda Grom and ask him when he started riding. I go, I started riding about a year ago, so I would have been 15 at the time. He goes, that's cool. How old are you now? I go, I'm 16. He goes, I started riding whenever I was 13. I'm like, are we seriously having this chill of a conversation with a cop right now who is dead ass looking at someone who doesn't have a license? And I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. All right, this is chill. I'm okay with this. And no, we have that conversation, and it turns out that bike just loves to ride. He got back in his car and drove off, and we're just sitting there in awe. Just this cop was completely oblivious to the fact that we don't have a license. Granted, Boosa Boy and Daryl both have a license, but me and Pickle Rick didn't have a license. So we're just sitting there like, wow, okay. And then we continue to fuck around after Boosa Boy leaves, and we're like, all right, we're kind of bored. So me, not Boosa Boy, me, Daryl, and Pickle Rick, and our other friend are there. Oh, I just realized my other friend also didn't have his license. Well, at this point, Daryl's the only one with a license, and we decide let's go ahead and head out. And as we're pulling out, we see another highway patrol following us. Watched us pull out of this abandoned highway, which is already a no-no to them. And yeah, so Daryl was like, all right, everybody get in front of me. I'm like, okay, I'll get in front of them. And flashes the lights as soon as we go through a stoplight. And Daryl gets pulled over, just asks him, you know, what were you guys doing back there? He goes, yeah, no, we're speeding and everything. We're just having some fun, man. It was just me. And completely left us out of the equation. Our highway patrol, it's like twice in one day. We find a highway patrol that is just like, oh, dude, I love riding. I rode like so long, man. And he was just completely chill. Didn't even ask for his license. So yeah, that was my story of twice being caught on the bike and not even getting in trouble, like at all. We met up with Daryl again. I almost got hit by him actually because I was making a turn, didn't realize he was coming around a corner, and came like half a foot close to my back tire, and a truck honked at me while I was doing it. Man, I just needed to pay attention. I didn't have any mirrors or anything, I don't think, at the time. Or I might have only had one. Anyways, moral of the story, just straight up don't fucking ride your bike without a license, because that shit's scary as a motherfucker. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, you know, all that YouTuber asking for stuff shit. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.